All right, boys and girls, today we are going to be looking at a book called My Pappy Has a Motorcycle. This book is by Isabel Quintero. So we're going to read the book and then we're going to talk about what the setting of the story might be, as well as who the main characters are. My Pappy has a motorcycle. From him, I've learned words like carburetor and cariño, drill, and dedication. When I hear his gray truck pull into our driveway, I run outside with both of our helmets. I'm thinking to myself, well, she would be bringing helmets maybe because they're going to ride a bike or they're going to go ride a motorcycle. If I look at the pictures, I do see a motorcycle right there, so maybe that's what they're going to go do. My pappy, the carpenter, is covered in sawdust and smells like a hard day at work. His hands are rough from building homes every day, his job since he first arrived in this country. But even though he comes home tired, he always has time for me. When our city is winding down, he takes me for a ride. Today, he's going to show me the new houses he's working on. Pappy is careful with my ponytail as he pulls my helmet tight. When he lifts me onto the smooth black seat, his hands don't feel rough. They don't feel tired. They feel like all the love he has trouble saying. Lista? Sí. Now, I don't know Spanish, but I think he's asking her if she's ready. Putting on the helmet, safety first all the time. Pappy revs the engine, and the smell of gasoline hits me as he squeezes the accelerator. The motor rumbles and growls. Con cuidado, be careful. Vroom. Those are those sound words. Agarrate, hold on. And then we take off. The shiny blue metal of the motorcycle glows in the sun. The sun, the bright orange sun is on its way down, turning our sky blue and purple and gold. We become a spectacular celestial thing soaring on asphalt. A comet, the sawdust falling from Pappy's hair and clothes becomes a tail following us. This picture makes me think that they're going really fast. Pappy zigzags through the streets. We pass Abuelita's church in Tortilla La Estrella and stop for stray cats crossing in front of us. Mommy thinks there's too many of them, but I think there's just enough. Rumble. There they are. Meat, prosciutto, panaderia. I think that means a bakery. These are all places in their neighborhood. I'm wondering, why do they have these? They look like little bunnies almost, just floating around in the air. I'm curious about that. We pass Joy's Market where Mommy buys my gummy bears. Mr. Garcia, our librarian, is walking out the door and nods at us. We nod back. This is how we always greet each other. Look, she's got the unicorn. She was very happy, huh, with the expression on her face. Rocket Repair Service, where you get your car fixed. Daisy! We roar past murals that tell our history of citrus groves and immigrants who work them, and of the famous road race that took place on Grand Boulevard 100 years ago. Now I know that we're stopping at Don Rudy's Raspados. But as we near the shop, we see that it's empty and out of business. I can tell Papi is disappointed. I imagine the smell of the sweet syrups Don Rudy used to flavor our shaved ice. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I won't be the only one who misses him. And I'm going to say she's saying that because of her dad's expression and his feeling when he saw that it was closed up. So far, the two main characters are the girl and her dad, right? That's who the book is mostly in the book. As we ride on, I feel and hear everyone and everything we pass by. Each sound landing in my ears rebuilds whole neighborhoods inside me. No matter how far I go from this place or how much it changes, this city will always be with me. Chirp, chirp, chirp. And I can see the birds up there. Ding, ding, ding. And there's the sound of the lawnmower. And then the people having fun playing soccer, or as it's probably called there, football. Football. So the setting mostly has been outside, haven't they? While they've been riding the motorcycle. And the setting, by the way, is where the story is happening. And I would be even more specific and say the setting is in their neighborhood or their community. So he's picking the oranges. She's picking some things out of the garden. Mija! Adios, mi Rihanna. Adios. We cruise by Abuelitos and Abuelita's old yellow house. The one with the lemon tree. Oh, those are lemons that grew from the seeds of the lemons Abuelita used to pick not far from here. Mommy says we're going to visit them tomorrow to cut nopals from their garden and eat herby albondigas in Abuelita's kitchen, where the food always tastes better. We turn the corner, and then what are they going to see next? Oh my gosh, I don't know. The dogs behind the fences go wild. Woof, 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 woof. Frankie, the Lopez's labradoodle, escapes from her yard and runs after us. Mercedes Lopez, the fastest runner in our class, races after her. Then, just as fast, the dogs barking and Mercedes and Frankie become a soft hush in the distance. They're right behind us! Trabajando duro, muchachos? A little bit, not too much. We ride toward the new homes, replacing the last of the citrus groves. So what they're saying is they've torn down those trees to make new homes. The painters, drywallers, and floor layers all greet us, but we can barely hear the words amid the sounds of hammers and air compressors. She still looks pretty happy, doesn't she? And there's her dad. That's probably the people that he works with. Even in all that noise, my Papi's voice touches everything. Got the music coming out of there. He didn't stay for very long. Around the circle, this is my favorite part. Meow. Looks like a cat is driving it. You may not be able to see that picture, but it looks like a cat. On Grand Boulevard, we lean into the curve of the street. I make believe that we're in one of those races that took place here so long ago. It's our first lap, it's our last lap, and we have to win. The crowd cheers us on. I feel Papi smile as I squeeze my arms tighter around him. We fly around the circle. There's the school where we practice soccer. There's the post office where Mr. Charlie takes our letters. And La Panderia, where Papi buys conchas on Sunday mornings. Vamos, Papi, faster, faster. Go, Daisy. Cheering her on. And he looks like he's the only one in the bicycle. The other ones look like they're in race cars almost. Vroom. Here it is, all of our beautiful city. My eyes try to catch everything, but the colors of houses blend into one another. Red, blue, green, orange, pink. There's the cats down there. We ride until the blue glow from the motorcycle begins to dim, and our comet tail has been left behind on the streets we've traveled. We head home, and slowly the engine echoes us back onto our street, and then our driveway, our finish line. Mommy and little brother hear the motorcycle and run out to greet us. Mommy waves us in just like a referee. Papi and I can't stop laughing. We had a good ride. Vroom, screech. There's the dog. Through our laughter, I hear a familiar sound. Honk, honk, resparos. I think about my city and all the changes that it's been through and all the changes that will come. Chicle y fresa, por favor. Scuff, scuff. There's the snow cones. Remember, he had the shop. I guess he just takes his cart around now. But I know that here in our little house, there are things that all will always stay the same. Mañana we fly again. And one thing that I think that will always be the same is she'll always love her dad because they spent a lot of time together. Okay, so let's look through really quick and see. So one of the settings could be at her house, and there can be more than one setting. And then they're outside. And let's see where they go to first. They're still on the motorcycle riding around. So they go to the church, Abuelita's church in Tortilleria de la Estrella, right there. So they go past that shop. And then they go and visit the Panteria, Carniceria. Okay, so that's another setting. And then they're outside again, they're looking at the murals, and the murals are the things that are painted on the walls. Like this is actually painted on the wall of the building. Then they go by Don Rudy's, remember, the Rasporos de Frutas Naturales, and that is the store that's been closed down where they got the snow cones. And then they went by... They're still just outside. Then they went by the abuelitas and abuelitas, their house. And then they went to go see, I think they're still just riding. They didn't necessarily stop in there. But then they went to that construction site where they saw, I think they were friends of her dad's. So lots of different settings here. But the main characters, now there's other characters, but the main characters that the author focuses on are the girl and her dad. All right, I hope you enjoyed this story. My Papi has a motorcycle.